Where should a successful advisory firm that hasn't started unpacking this, where should they start? What's the framework of thinking through this?
I think that when I look at where advisory funnels break, I think four things break pretty much every advisor funnel, and it doesn't matter where we are at in the growth trajectory. Number one, ideal client clarity. Who are we talking to? Now, something that's very unique about this specific element is when we think about a marketing funnel, one avatar. Like that's it. Like maybe you serve, I've got a client, they serve tech professionals in a particularly hot market for tech pros. And they also serve pre-retirees. Still a large segment, but we only market to tech pros in their marketing funnel. And so this is something, that I see when it comes into, getting started is I get really clear on who are we talking to? And then number two, where are we trying to reach them? This is like, as we went through that kind of short exercise of how do we choose a channel that aligns with your strength? Now, for most of the RIAs I work with, because they're larger, we're putting an advisor kind of thought leader for every funnel. So if they do have more than one funnel, like I have one RIA that's pretty large, they have two funnels, one advisor on each funnel, and they're only talking to one avatar on one platform, right? So, and then now that we know who we're talking to, where we're communicating, now we got to figure out what the heck do we say to catch their attention. These platforms are noisy and they're loud, so we need compelling messaging. And what's unique about each of these platforms is the content packaging is very, very different. You've heard this term maybe a little bit around platforms like YouTube, for example. YouTube is a heavy packaging play. If you don't get the thumbnail, the title, and the idea, you're pretty much dead in the water. Like those pieces earn you the click. And I believe every platform has its own packaging. So how do we package up the content in a way that's going to catch the attention of our ideal client, stand out, and build trust? Now, once we have that, how do we move them from content to client? So there's and really what that is a full funnel structure, because I found a lot of advisors have many marketing activities, but very few funnels, very few marketing funnels. So really what we're looking for is who are we talking to? Where are we trying to reach them? What are we going to say to get their attention? And once we do, we build that trust, how are we moving them from content to client in a very clear, easy way?